Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Clash Royale. As you can see, I made it to the Pancakes Arena. Yes, the Pancakes Arena. Here is the shop for today. Already collected the free or the cards. Um, these are the emotes. Very, very cool. Alright, we're hopping right. Wait, hold on. Alright, I'm just gonna demonstrate this absolutely chopped deck. I realized that trying to use something new and different won't work because I'm a free to play. Therefore, all my other cards are under leveled. That's right. Now, if I somehow win this game, this guy is terrible. He is in the wife took the king's clan. Very, very interesting. We're gonna Grand Monero to pull that baby dragon. That's right. Here we're going to zap long. That's right, zap long. Gosh darn it. What a terrible play for me, and it seems we have just lost the game. Just lost that game. That's right, that witch is getting so much value. Matter of fact, I'll just let him 3-pound me. Yeah, very, very depressing. That's right, very depressing. That witch is still alive. That witch survived nearly the whole game, and now there's an evil winch on the board. There's an evil winch. He's poisoned. He said, good game from King Esteban. 2008, that suggests he's 17. What a young lad. So now, instead of using that terrible deck, we're gonna go back to the real deck that I can actually win with. But once again, this is a free-to-play account. You will have noticed that I put the Dart Goblin in. That's right, the Dart Goblin. Trying to somewhat counter the Teslas and whatnot. I forgot what I replaced it with. Defensive Golem. That's right, defensive Golem right on top of the mini P.E.K.K.A. That's right. And now we use the Dart Goblin to snipe the wizard, and yep, fantastic work there. Now he does put a knight at the bridge, very unfortunate. That will take out my furnace. We're going to log and then knight, late night. Taking only one hit from the enemy knight. Only one hit from the enemy knight. That's right. Now he's counter pushing. Let's see what he does here to respond to my level 14 knight. Oh, he places his mini P.E.K.K.A. To respond to this P.E.K.K.A, we're going to place archers here down in the middle. He has a hog rider. The Grand Miner there. Mighty Miner. It was a little late there, so the hog rider got 2 hits. Very, very unfortunate. I'm gonna hide Dart Goblin to finesse that Tesla. That's right. I'm gonna arrows that Goblin gang. Furnace in the back. Let's see what he does here. He doesn't have his Tesla. He goes with the knight. We're gonna wait here a little bit for that knight to get in the range. Beautiful work here from me. Gonna take out that wizard there. Very, very nice. Yep, and my furnace takes no hits thanks to the archers and the knight there. How did that mini P.E.K.K.A get a hit on my tower? Actually, we leaked that for pure horror and fear, because that is very, very auspicious, if you ask me. That's right, if you ask me. I'm not quite sure how that mini P.E.K.K.A hit my tower. I'm not sure why he raged that rapidly, but I guess each his own, each his own. Not sure why that Tesla sniped one of my Evo archers. Very, very odd. Now we're gonna just place a golem at this bridge here. Get the pressure going. He's gonna be able to cycle back to a Tesla, I imagine. Yep, there it is. There it is. We're gonna hold these. Yep, there's the Goblin game. That's right, the Goblin gave me rage. I believe the game is over. That is Golem and an Evo Archer on top with the Dark Goblin. We pick up the victory and we start twerking. That's right, we start twerking. Fantastic win there for our squad. Let's get into the next match. Now it seems that we are playing a mortar deck, examining the banner of our opponent. So I think I overcommitted, potentially, I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see if he is using Prince Hog Rider Balloon. Very, very firecracker. That's not a good sign whatsoever. Hopefully our archers can fantastic for getting hit there. Questionable skeleton armor. See if he places something else here with the firecracker. Hopefully we could. And mistime that, which means the firecracker hit our tower and we didn't get the king activation. Very unfortunate for us here. Now I have a bad hand to deal with our Valkyrie. Jibbity biscuits. That prince is nasty. Now he can just balloon. Very, very unfortunate. I thought he was gonna skeleton army. I was just getting ready to do something there. Hog Rider is very annoying if you're not using any building because it's a guaranteed 2 hits. And my only counter to it is the Mighty Miner, and half the time they're using another card that I need to respond to with the Mighty Miner. I think my finish is a little late there, so I think that balloon may get a hit. Luckily, it doesn't. And that firecracker is very bad. Try and get that golem down for that Evo furnace. That's right, he tried it. He gets the Tesla down, but the Mighty Miner on the right there. He responds with a Prince. Very, very interesting. The Prince is deceased. Now that Evo Firecracker will unfortunately survive just because of levels. Very, very nice that we do manage to take out that man's tower. Very, very, very nice. Try and log that Hog Rider. Unfortunately, he does get another hit, so we're actually just gonna golem the pocket here because I don't think I'm keeping that tower alive. I accidentally placed archers instead of arrows, so I probably just lost the game. Nope, he was unable to take that tower. Very nice, and we will twerk on the opposition. Very nice win there. We're getting into the next match here. We're gonna furnace at the back. Give it to the Evo. Let's see what he does in response. He's probably using Tesla. Nope, he drops an Ewas at the back. By the way, the use rate for the Tesla is actually insane. I wonder if they'll ever do something about that. He gets the fireball down. Very, very interesting. Hopefully we can take out that Ewas. Fantastic work. Now that he doesn't have an Ewas in cycle or fireball. And there's another Hog Rider. Very, very unfortunate for me. However, I will let this Mighty Miner go, and we're going to see if he places a building down. Probably a Mega Knight. Oh, the guards. Very, very interesting. So we're just gonna go him in the back. That Mighty Miner does great work there. Mostly dealing with those guards. Now he places Golden Knight at the back. Very, very interesting. Now, he does have Fireball, so I'm going to want to place my furnaces a bit higher, but he also does have a Firecracker, so I'm going to get a nice arrows value down in there. Alright, I'm going to play a high archers. Questionable arrows, I believe. Tornado, but somehow the Golden Knight is just Jesus in the flesh and hits both of my archers. Very, very unfortunate, I do say so myself. We're gonna Knight here to keep that furnace alive. See what he does here in response. He drops another Firecracker, Fireball. Now that furnace will not actually take out that one. It'll mostly take out the Firecracker. Hopefully it doesn't get a hit on my tower. We're gonna go on here on the right side, just trying to show some damage. We're gonna Mighty here for that Hog Rider. The Hog Rider will still get 2 hits. Yep. Very, very unfortunate for me. I feel like we are missing a card here. I'm not sure what it could be. We're gonna unfortunately arrows these guards here. But now he does place the Evo Firecracker. Very, very unfortunate. I'm gonna go in at the bridge here. Put the arrows down on that Evo Firecracker. It's getting a whole lot of value. Getting Evo Furnace at the back. I'm gonna ignore that Golden Knight for the most part. Now he does get another Firecracker down. Very, 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 very unfortunate. Now he does Fireball, but we're getting ability on that Mighty Miner, and his tower is gone. Take the one on the left and the one on the right. Excellent victory. Excellent victory. Simply outplaying our opponents so far. Luckily we haven't run into anything obnoxious like Mega Knight Witch, Boss Bandit, P.E.K.K.A build. Now those decks are very annoying, but sometimes we can catch a victory, a W, in today's colloquial terms, because those players aren't actually good at the game, because they just rely on, well, nonsense, really. I mean, that's all I can really say. I'm sure we're just gonna hide Dark Goblin here. Now he does place a baby dragon at the bridge. He did just use Zap, so we know he has Zap in hand. So he does Lumberjack at the bridge. Level 14, luckily my Knight with Princess Tower will take that out. Let's see what he has here for the Golem. Now I highly suspect, I wasn't suspecting that, but we're just gonna high archers here. Accidentally misplaced only one archer. We're gonna arrows that elixir pump at the back. I'm not sure why. Alright, so we just lost the game. That's right, we just lost the game. Even if we have an elixir pump at the back. That's acceptable, I suppose. Let's see if he does support the Night Witch here, but luckily we have Log. I'm gonna take out that Lumberjack. I believe this is a Golem deck. Yep, there it is. Not quite sure what that Zap was. Excuse me if that was caught on the mic. Now, luckily we do have Mighty Miner, and he did just use the Zap for whatever reason. Unfortunately, though. Alright, that's stupid. Quite frankly, that is just stupid. Now we do have Evo Furnace, so we're gonna place it out the back here. Golem in the pocket. No worries at all, because there's no way he wins. Mighty Miner on the right, which I suspect he will place a Mega Minion, so I'm gonna support with archers there. And regain is 1. Maybe. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. That Evo Furnace is having a fun time over there. Get the Golem. You're just constantly shooting at him, spawning Fire Spirits, but we do manage to take Shadow Cupcake's left tower. That was a little bit sketchy, but we do come out with the victory. I believe so far we've won every match in this video. Very, very unusual. We're gonna Knight here at the back. Just go some Golem. Right, we may have just ran into our first loss of the video. Very, very unfortunate. A mighty miner there now. He did just spend 10 elixir. Oh, and there's a level 14 firecracker. Hopefully that fire spirit clutch is up. He's using balloon. Hopefully we can keep that furnace alive. Fantastic work. Hopefully it spawns another fire spirit. Yep, it's okay. And that fire spirit. Fantastic work. Now we're still at a at a 600 damage disadvantage. Especially because this guy is one level higher than. Fantastic work by me there. He has Royal recruited the bridge twice now. Very, very, very annoying. But what can you do? Hopefully that Dark Goblin goes to the left. He doesn't. Nice, we take out that Firecracker, but we don't get any damage on the tower. Luckily he's not using Royal Pigs, because I would probably toss my phone into the wall. I think he's using Skeleton Barrel to bait out arrows, but my arrows can't even kill the Firecracker, so it's not even really bait, like, frankly. He is also using a sneaky Goblin Gang, very interesting, because now if this Golem does not take the tower, we're in serious trouble. He's got a Royal recruit to the bridge here for the third time this match. I'm accidentally leaking the elixir. Now that mighty will unfortunately take out the Golem, and he does have Evo Firecracker. Very, very, very not good. That Evo Firecracker getting up. Oh, very unfortunate Dark Goblin. Hopefully, no, the Evo Furnace didn't do much of anything. Hopefully that Knight there can get a sneaky hit on that Firecracker, and he does successfully. Let's see if he Royal recruits here at the bridge. Yep, that's exactly what he does. Luckily we get the activation on King Tower. Fantastic work here with the Mighty Miner to pull the 3 or 4 Royal recruits away from our furnace. Getting that furnace extra value, very, very nice. That Dark Goblin, high Evo Archers, and he does have another Firecracker. Hopefully that Golem can at least connect with the tower a little bit. Now, we are at a severe disadvantage. Put out the Golem here again, just to keep the pressure on. He did just Royal recruits, he just did Royal recruits. Alright, now this is a very, very tense match here. We're gonna hide there, and then Goblin Gang, and then, he's using, okay. That's very lame. We just suffered our first loss of the match. Now he is using Royal Recruits, Wall Breakers, Skeleton Barrel, Firecracker. So very, very toxic attack. I feel like we were missing a card there. Oh, 4-star and Evo Shard. That's fantastic. We really need that as a free-to-play player. We're expecting another Evo in about 2 seasons. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, very, very toxic deck. He is using a kind of a baity deck there with Firecracker Goblin Gang, Archers, Skeleton Barrels. So if you use your arrows, you're gonna find yourself in a sticky situation. Also with the Wallbreakers, I'm not sure why Royal Recruits is in that deck, but that guy was singly dropped on his head as a child every single day up until the age of 7, so he did suffer his development issues, but that's okay. We shall hop here to the next match here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the slightly different commentary, trying to give a different mood to our videos. Not many people watch, I've noticed, so, but you know, we keep grinding, keep posting. Hopefully we crack, that's right, crack the algorithm. An Executioner, now you do hate to see the Executioner. I'm not sure what that interaction was. That Executioner just got distracted by the Fire Spirit. That Mighty Miner does some great damage there to the Executioner. Oh, I'm accidentally leaking Elixir. I'm trying to analyze the battlefield a little too much here. Luckily that golem there. Whoa. This tank. Now since he used, that was a terrible thingy-mabob. Now you can just Ram Rider the bridge. Hopefully he doesn't do that, because that'll be like another guaranteed 1,000 damage. Excuse me, lads. Excuse me. Now he did Royal Ghost at the back. He's probably gonna Ram Rider the bridge here. Hopefully he, yep, that's exactly what he does here. Unfortunately, I placed my Mighty Miner a little bit too high there, so he will have to walk down after being slowed down. Now he does overcommit the snowball. Very unfortunate. But he does basically take my towers. Very unfortunate. Now, the Dark Goblin did some great work there. We're gonna go left, I think. Now, if he does Ram Rider, we're probably just going to ignore it. Now, he also does have Boss Bandit. There it is. Right, just leave. Oh. And he also has Evo Snowball. Alright, so we're not going to take a single tower, it seems. We're just going to go on the bridge again. The Mighty Miner just glitched up. We're still kind of in the game here, just a tad. And we are going to have to log arrows. We're going to hold it to the very end. Yep, it is. Now he is struggling with the... Just a BM, because he is using Boss Bandit. Just for all you guys that struggle out there. Now, we have played, I think, 3 level 14s in a row. Very unfortunate. So we do have to switch up a little bit here because of that roughly 300 to 400 health advantage that the enemies have when they are level 14 and we are level 13. That's right. See what he does here. Now he just Ice Spirited Log, so Knight here at the back. There's the Dark Prince, the very Dark Prince. We're gonna low Dark Goblin, high Mighty Miner. He might just build in here. Oh, he has Goblin Gang. Of course he does. Goblin Gang. Alright, so we're gonna have to kite here. Alright, 6 elixir to defend the Mega Knight. And he tries to get a sneaky Goblin Barrel. Alright, if that Mega Knight hit my tower, I don't know. Oh, we're just going to ignore that, quite frankly. I don't care. Probably shouldn't have, but if I placed my Mighty Miner, we would have found ourselves in some trouble. So we do have an elixir lead at the cost of approximately 500 damage, but we do have some nice damage on his left tower there. So we tried to get a sneaky job in there, but unfortunately for him, we don't really care. Kind of a bad Archers, I believe. Hopefully he doesn't have a tank killer. Now imagine if he is using P.E.K.K.A, that would be very, very funny. Evo, Mega Knight, of course, because we are in mid-ladder after all. What else do you expect? Now he tries to get a sneaky goblin there, but just kind of spam the Mega Knight here. Now he does use his laws, but luckily it's under leveled, so it doesn't actually kill my Dark Goblin. Hopefully that, yes, the furnace does stay alive. Now we're just gonna spam another gold. He just drops another Mega Knight, but that's okay. Because now we can just Evo Furnace, then we're gonna arrows. We unfortunately do miss the Goblin sitting at the back like a little freak. We're gonna Knight here to try and tank for the Evo Furnace. Oh, and there's another Mega Knight on the board here. Okay, this is getting... He has the goal to say good game after he just put approximately 3 Mega Knights straight at the bridge. Now I thought I would catch him off guard with the golem at the bridge, but no, because his cycle is very quick, he's able to just Mega Knight, and somehow I can't reach the tower. Very, very unfortunate. Now I was thinking about ending the video off with that last match, but we're gonna play another match here. I think that was the first Mega Knight of the video, and of course it was level 15 or level 15 Mega Knight Evo as well. Now usually, it's a little bit, sometimes it's easy to deal with the Evo Mega Knight because it allows you to build up a big push, but unfortunately we were not able to build up that big push because he just kept Mega Knighting. So very, very unfortunate here. We are going to respond to that Mega Minion because I think he will do a ton of damage. We do manage to sneak approximately 1800 damage on that right tower there, while our towers are squeaky clean. We are going to log here. So he's doing it. Oh, okay, he drops a giant at the back. We're just going to furnace to try and tickle that right tower. Give it a nice poke even. That's right. And let's see what so he drops a lumberjack and a press to support the giant, but I don't really care. He just double log. Hopefully that Mighty Miner to take out that. Okay. Oof. Solid damage. Alright, luckily I don't think he's using the double print setup with this giant, as it seems he switched out for lumberjack. Now someone does need to tell him that rages do not stack. He dropped a rage literally like right on top of the lumberjack rage. Kind of lost the bloody plot there for a second. Just kind of glitched out there. Very, very unfortunate for us. Defensive golem inbound. Okay, well, he does drop a giant at the bridge. Get that Mighty Miner down. He's probably just gonna Prince the Pocket on that, honestly. Alright, well, looks like we picked up the W, so we're just gonna... Hit him with the pig twerking emote because he is over level. Now we're gonna open the rest of our loot boxes here. That's right, loot boxes. See what we get here. The clan for the squad. Pick up a solid 15,000 gold. We are almost at. I say almost. This is gonna be like going through blood and mud and hell. We are officially past Son Goku by a solid amount. If you enjoyed today's video, like, comment, subscribe, because just so you know, the usual. If you made it this far, you know, at the end of the video, well, I guess you could just skip here, but leave down below your favorite toothpaste if you brush your teeth. Hopefully you do. Anyway, take care. See you guys in the next Clash Royale video. Adios.